Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Jeff, and we are so excited to be back with the Undisputed Podcast. We are back up and running, alive as all. I don't even know what other analogies to use, but we're back, man. Shout out to Peacock for putting all of the content back on there, it seems like. So now we can finish up Unforgiven 1998, I want to say, yeah. Yeah, and we have the first ever Inferno match between the Undertaker and Kane. I watched it last night. I did kind of take some notes on it, so I'm going to record my reaction to it this morning, Monday morning that being. So, basically, this was a first time ever match. It's really like more of a spectacle than like a wrestling match, I guess you should say. We see Undertaker and Kane, kind of have this feeling out process early on where they both try to like get some punches in and some kicks in and all that on each other. And then we see Undertaker hit really the first big move of the match. He hits an old school on the Kane. Throughout the match, it's like Kane is getting Undertaker so close to the flames, and everyone thinks like, Kane's just going to overwhelm his brother in this situation. Undertaker would find a way out, fight his way out. And both guys, like if you fast forward throughout the match, like Kane and Undertaker hit a choke slam onto each other. There's a sequence where they both go for a running big boot and they take each other out. And also another cool thing about like this match or whatever is, hold on, let me connect my Wi-Fi here. All right, another cool thing about all of this was, in the match, like if there was like a big punch or a big kick or like a big move, it would like make the flames go up and explode even more. So it was just pretty cool, like the spectacle of it. There's a lot of cool visuals in this match also. My reaction style is going to be a little bit different from this match. I would normally break down like move for move and all that, but really this wasn't much of a wrestling match. It was just more of a spectacle. Paul Bearer's on the outside, he's sweating. He's like rubbing himself with like a rag or whatever. He did introduce a steel chair to Kane at one point in the match, and Kane just kind of hits Taker with it and throws it on the outside. Like, I don't need this damn chair to beat Undertaker. What are you talking about? Then there's a point in the match where Undertaker hits a superplex on the Kane, and I think he ends up throwing Kane out of the ring, and Taker, while Kane's kind of walking around and threatening to leave or whatever, there's this point where Taker's like confused. It's like, how do I get out of the ring? Because he tried to like go through the ropes and the flames would rise up even more, and Taker's like, damn, I'm stuck right now. But when Kane's about to leave, we see Big Vader. It's Vader time. We see Vader come out, and him and Kane are brawling, which is gonna telegraph like kind of, like they're the next feud for them or whatever. And all three of these guys do have history: Vader, Kane, and Undertaker. So while they're fighting on the outside, Taker is like, you know what? I'm gonna do that big outside dive that I do on all of them, and that's what's gonna take him out. He does that big old dive. Vader ends up getting escorted. Paul Bearer tries to sneak up from behind with a steel chair. Taker's like, not having any of that. And Taker takes the chair. He hits Kane with it a couple times. But then Paul Bearer tries to get back involved again. Taker's like, screw this. I'm about to give chase to Paul Bearer. But it's funny because Bearer's kind of running away slowly and cartoonishly while Taker's like doing his menacing walk, and Taker takes this piece of a drum set because there was a live performance earlier for DX in the show. So he takes like the drum set or whatever, like one of the bottom pieces to it, and just stuffs Paul Bearer's head in it. And then he takes the microphone and like hits Paul Bearer like in the throat with it or something, or in the head. And then we see like this cool visual of Paul Bearer just like leaking down blood as he's kind of looking up like, what was that for? And Taker does like the thing, and it just creates a cool visual there also, like on the stage doing that. And then Taker gets back down to the ring. Kane uses the steel chair to try to, hit him and whatnot. And Taker kind of, I don't know what he did exactly. He kind of like pushed Kane into like the flame on the side, and like his arm is on fire. Kane's like shaking his hand and trying to get out of there. And that's how the match ends. I was really thinking we were going to get a burnt crisp of someone in this match. But again, it was a spectacle. It was pretty cool. it kind of protects Kane in a way because he didn't get set on fire completely. It almost looks accidental, damn near. So it's one of those protected Inferno match losses, if there's ever such thing. But it was a spectacle. It was cool. A lot of cool visuals. I was into it towards the middle of it. I'd probably give the whole thing like a 3 out of 5. Like, wrestling-wise, it wasn't anything really, but the spectacle of it, the visuals, you know, some cool shit in this match also. And then we get Vader interfering, Paul Bearer interfering. Creates for a lot of good moments. But let me know what you guys think about the match. And we're back and rolling, baby. Undisputed Podcast. We had to take a little bit of a break, but now that Peacock has the content up, we are back. So, see you around for the next one.